Salutations, everyone. I am Amari, the Eternally Bitter, and welcome back to Necrobarista. Day 2, 8:15 p.m. outside the terminal. I don't have the energy for this, especially with everyone watching me. I hope we packed enough conductors. My order was pretty vague. Shouldn't be worried about the conductors when I'm not even sure I can pull this whole thing off without some sort of major screw-up happening. Supplier knew what I wanted the conductors for anyway, so he would have packed enough. And he knows that I've got Ashley helping me. Helping that with what, Madeline? Piss off, Ned. Rude. Thou should respect thy elders, thou knows. God, listen to thou. The council made thou soft, didn't it? Oh, respect thy elders. Follow all our totally arbitrary rules, or we'll make up some cheap reason and destroy your business. My name's Ned, and I love rules. You done? Yep. Cool. You sound wounded. You should be nicer. Wait, I forgot Ned's voice. You should be nice. Something like that. Wow, sick comeback. What was it that guy you killed said? Oh Christ, I am shot. Oh no, woe is me. Just a little throwback humor for ya. Did I strike a nerve? Did I just what? Maddie. When Ned spoke next, it was in a deep, dark cadence steeped in guilt and self-loathing. If Maddie had been able to see his eyes, she would have faced a withering glare. We're rapidly reaching a point of no return. I can no longer promise to shield you from the consequences of your actions. What thou did just there, quoting one of my victims' dying words at me, that was low, even for thou. Frankly, I'm disgusted. Thou dares poke at my guilt? You dare? Let's talk about guilt, shall we? I don't suppose you might have anything weighing on your conscience right now, would you? As I thought. They may still weigh heavily on me, but I am absolved of my sins. I've 100 years to process that and redeem myself through my actions. Your sins are fresh. They're lance marks on your soul, deep cuts in your aura. Swallow your arrogance, novice. I know what you did, and I can't wait to see how you plan to make this right. I'm just going to read it as you instead of thou because it makes it easier to read the sentences, but my manner of speech will not change. Day 2, 8:30 p.m, the terminal. Torn, age 16, thinks he's smart. Not antisocial, just shy. Read a bunch of Wikipedia articles on optometry and considers himself somewhat an expert. Anna, age 16, knows she's too smart for her own good. Hobbies? People watching. Self-indulgent teenage angst, taking advantage of the fact that she's too smart for her own good. So, I'm not sure that alcohol actually makes thou feel anything. In fact, going by its chemical properties, I'd say it's the opposite. Shut up, dork. We're planning a heist. Metaphysical debates about alcohol can come after. But this isn't metaphysics. I'm just talking about simple chemical interactions with our brain. Please, take the energy you're putting into pedantry and redirect it towards the plan. The plan? The plan. What's the plan? Wait, have I been reading them in reverse? Oops, my bad. I was thinking I could reach over the bar and grab the first bottle I see. Sounds risky. Very chaotic neutral. And what's thine alignment then? Neutral good? Haha. I'd say I was lawful neutral, but it's the coward's option. Yeah. But getting back to the plan. Oh. Using your own pedantry to distract you was absolutely part of the plan. Wow, so little faith in me. Gotta minimize the liabilities here. You're out here playing checkers while I'm playing 6-dimensional upside-down laser chess. Shit. I've galaxy-brained this and now I'm holding the fruits of my labor. Don't you mean our labor? If you insist. Give me a closer look at that. What sort of fruit did we pluck from the booze tree? Really stretching that metaphor out, huh? Yep. I don't recognize the language on this label. Huh? Let me look. What the hell? I don't recognize it either. Maybe it's a cipher. Who'd make you read a cipher just to know what you're drinking? A sadist? Oh, we could ask Maddie what it is. She's a sadist, right? Yeah, that sounds great. Let's go find her then. Apart from the fact that we specifically nicked it from her. Alright, you're meant to be the lawful one here, dude. We agreed on neutral good. Me not challenging your assertion does not make it an agreement, regardless. Wait, hold on. I sense a dark presence. Do you feel it? No, I don't feel anything particularly spooky in the air. Yeah, me neither. Hello, children. I see you've stooped to petty thievery. Alas, sprung. Can't believe my heist career is over so quickly. Aw, don't give up on your dreams, kid. Speaking of, you know what happens when you drink this. I was assuming some sort of drunkenness. Does it make your teeth fall out? Well, the last time I had a shot of this, I woke up in Adelaide. Wow. So the result was 700 kilometers worth of drunkenness and bad decisions. But I woke up 6 hours before I took the shot. Had to drive a rented car back and explain to Che why I disappeared without a trace and somehow accidentally time traveled. Holy shit, can we give it a try? God no. You ever heard of liquor licensing laws? I'd end up in jail. I think it'd be an excellent formative experience. Yeah, if you're not perpetuating teenage drinking culture, you're a loser. Somehow I remain unconvinced by your passionate arguments. Well, we tried. You kids have way too much time on your hands, you know that? Better than not having enough, right? I'm utilizing my time to practice my skills. It's not wasted. Well, the non-existent industry sector that relies solely on the skills of reaching over bars and stealing bottles of enchanted booze is gonna be lucky to have you. Aw, that's so validating, thanks. Can I get you two a coffee or anything? Hot chocolate? I'm kinda busy tonight. But I'm hoping that bribing you with free drinks will stop you from nicking my shit. I'll take a free drink. I feel guilty taking one since it was all Ton's idea. Hey! But I'll graciously accept your offer. Neat. What'll it be? Hot chocolates for both of us? Hot chocolates for both of us. Alrighty, 2 hot chocolates coming up. Seriously, don't steal anything while my back is turned, or I'll feed you to a spite elemental. I wonder... Spite elemental? Maybe it's a metaphor? Is she saying that she'll eat us? Is she the spite elemental? Oh no. Maybe the real spite elementals were the friends we made along the way. I hate this. Fair. Well. Samantha. Age 32. American? Visiting Melbourne for work. Devastatingly patient. Trust me, you kids don't want to meet a spite elemental. Have you Yep, got pretty close to not making it out alive. I guess you're in a fairly exciting line of work then. It gets that way sometimes. Despite elementals aren't exciting, they're terrifying. They suck all the air out of a room and make the world ache. And they don't die easy. Huh. That's kind of metal. You sure do need brass balls to face one down, that's for sure. And a steely gaze. What? 'Cause steel is a metal, and I said it was metal, and then you mentioned brass balls, so... Anna, please back me up. Nope. You brought this on yourself, mate. No. Nah, she's totally right. What's going on here? You bullying my customers, Samantha? Of course not. Good, because that's my job. You two should go enjoy the evening. There's a nice breeze blowing. Samantha's kind of hot, I'm not gonna lie. You remembered my name. That's sweet. Of course I did. You're interesting. Doesn't that describe everyone who walks through the doors, though? Absolutely not. Especially in the way that you are. Some people would take offense to that. Your boss. Must be very different to mine. Well, my old boss, I guess. I'm my own boss now, actually. Apologies. Your approach to hospitality work is very different from what I'm used to, is what I'm trying to say. Figures. Where'd you work? Just some dive bar overseas. Wretched hive of scum and villainy. The owner would never shut up about treating every client like royalty. Sounds like a pain in the ass if you ask me. I'm not asking, actually, but I appreciate the sentiment nonetheless. So can I get you anything? Surprise me. You'd like me to pick you something? Yeah. Mind if I ask a couple questions? Are they related to the drink? Yep. Shoot. Okay, what's your favorite white wine? You're not making me a wine cocktail, are you? No. I'm partial to a glass of Marsanne every now and then. Fancy. Next question. Have you ever had a star chart, like in astrology? No. Why? I don't put any stock in mysticism. Hey, this place isn't mystical. It's built out of cold hard facts. I just don't know them all yet. Alright, fair enough. Last question. You're walking in the shallows of an ocean that seems to go on into the distance forever. You can't see any land aside from the sand under your feet. Whenever you step forward, the sand sinks just a little bit. As far as you can see, there's no way to escape. Drowning is the only possible outcome. What do you do? Wow. I feel like they were about to pull a Vtuber machine or something. It's obviously some sort of test. I run, I swim, I dive where I can. And eventually, if I drown, so be it. There's nowhere else to go, and no point in sitting around and waiting for starvation, or sharks, or someone to save me. I have to take action. Interesting. So what's the verdict? Samantha didn't get a response. Maddie's eyes had glazed over as soon as she'd answered the last question, and now she stood perfectly still, gazing intently at the rows and rows of dusty bottles lining the dustier shelves. Her lips moved, but no words came out. As Samantha watched, a flask of red liquid twitched, seemingly of its own accord. Maddie craned her neck up and scowled at it. In response, a smaller bottle next to the first, and surely only big enough to hold a few drops of something, began to glow. Her scowl shifted to a wry smile. Please, you don't need to open anything new on my account. Gotcha. Your answers were interesting, so were your questions. I'm still having a little trouble figuring out how they relate to each other though. Is that important? I try to maintain a vague hope that maybe one day things might make sense. And until then, I just try to go with the flow, of course. Sorry for trying to psychoanalyze you there. Try? Do you think you failed? No? What's the verdict then? Well, for one, you tend to accept things as you see them. You don't try to interpret things based off unrelated frameworks or thought patterns. That said, you do try to make sense of the connections between things when you can. But it's no big deal to you if you don't. You just mark it down as an unknown variable and move on. And that reads to me as an intensely pragmatic approach. Would you agree? I suppose. You're the sort who doesn't buy drinks to enjoy them. You buy them as a camouflage, to hide your face behind, To project a veneer of being untouchable while you watch. Watch what? Everything, I suppose. You take everything in the same way I do. So you're saying that I'm attentive, but that I don't worry about instantly understanding how things are interconnected, because you're confident that eventually you'll understand it anyway. How do you figure that? You've been watching my hands this whole time. Is that weird? To watch an attractive bartender mixing a very fancy looking cocktail? Oh, some flirting. To appreciate the craft? No. But given just how interested you are in what my hands are doing, I'd wager that you've got some experience in my field. So, are you just really bad at picking up on when you're being flirted with, or... It's fine, sweetie. In fact, it's pretty cute. I meant in alchemy. The field of alchemy. Uh-huh. I'm sure you're very accomplished in alchemy. Just take the drink. Yeah, this is really good. Yeah? Too good to ignore, yeah. It's smoky, but bittersweet and almost makes me feel like I'm reaching the end of something. Like I've got a lump in my throat from saying goodbye, but I can't quite tap into that feeling. Like, what did you even put in this? Mezcal? Artichoke? Bitters? Gold hard bitters? And a slice of gorilla lime? Gorilla lime. That can't be a real thing. It's just hard to acquire. Called that because if you bite into one, it feels like you got punched by a gorilla. Physically? No, emotionally. Ah, makes sense. I am not a wizard. Prove it. Ah. That guy, the boss you mentioned? Yeah. He good to you? I'm sorry. Does he treat you well? Yeah. To a fault, actually. Far past the point where it's rational for him to still be nice to me. Good. Actually, I'm sorry, that reminds me, I have to dash. Got some setup work for a project to finish before the sun comes up. But without you here, who will enable my latent alcoholism? You can just reach over the bar and grab the gin. Tonic's in the bar fridge. Will do. Come back soon, though. And they were roommates. I'd love to discuss alchemy with you some more. Uh-huh. Catch you later. And they were roommates. Wait, one last thing. What was the meaning behind the question about what wine I like? Oh, I was just curious. That's the last one, I reckon. Does it have the magic caps in it? I think so. You just call them caps, you know. They're built for something different. I refuse to use non-specific language. Uh-huh. Yeah, they're in here. Okay, what about the, thing? You'll have to be a little more... Oh, you know, the thing. Sparky thing. Electric. Sweetie, how long have you been awake? It is better if you do not know, I think. Do you mean the voltage regulator? That's the one! Good job! It's in one of the other boxes. I didn't think we needed it for this one. Are you kidding? The last one literally melted. It's a good thing I have an extremely sick metal arm. Otherwise, I would have been badly injured. Yeah, thank goodness. Is there anything missing? I shall check. Need some espresso? I think I will literally die if I have any more. Hey, that's really mature of you. Nice job. Yeah, whatever. You can get me some chocolate if you want. Sure thing. Be back in a moment. Oh, hey dude, where have you been? Hey, just chillin'. Not much to do when you're waiting to die. Hey! Come on, Cooper. I know you're hiding down there somewhere. Hold this, will ya? Did Ned really say that? Yeah, do you believe it? Not sure. Well, it's not a lie, but it's not the whole truth either. And I don't quite have the time to untangle it for you. I've got a hungry teenager downstairs and a summoning ritual to complete. Ah, she's part of this too? Don't you take that judgy tone with me. Hey, far be it for me to moralize at you. A lot of these days, mate. I'm just trying to keep everyone happy. Tough gig. I'll say. They're not too happy with each other, and I think it's because Kashan still isn't too happy with Maddie and her treatment of him. Alright, now if you can solder these 2 wires... Not those ones! Bloody hell. Who programmed you? Bet she's a jerk. Incredibly intelligent, but a very bad programmer. You're talking about yourself, right? Wow. You're really out of it, huh? Where'd you even pull this from? Leg holster? You aren't wearing a leg holster. Arm holster? Your prosthetic? It holds 6 million knives. Don't question me on this. I'm the expert here. Huh. Hey, need a hand? Dude, you should check yourself before you fucking wreck yourself. No, that's not what I meant. Oh. Yeah, I guess I can have some help. Before I ask what you need, what are you even doing? Maddie mentioned a summoning circle? Something like that. You ever wanted to live forever? I'd trade that just for having a second chance, honestly. Well, grab me that box, please. You can't just leave me hanging like that. Watch me. And while you watch me leave you hanging, you can get the box. Thank you. Yeah, so, this is really heavy. What's even in here? 100 meters of heavy gauge copper cable, a bunch of capacitors that I'm going to wire together soon, and some various bits and bobs. That would definitely explain the weight. Oh, there's also a bunch of clamps. So what do you need? Validation. Validation, chocolate, coffee. A school system that doesn't punish me for having a weird niche and interests. I meant more, communism. I don't think I can get you communism, sorry. And isn't Maddie already getting you chocolate? You're a terrible comrade, Kashan. If I wasn't close to hitting the LD50 of caffeine, I'd ask you for some coffee. So, all you can do right now is give me that sweet validation. Okay. Sorry, I'm just so taken back by the communism. I did not see that coming. You're real. Thumbs up? Good human? I don't know what sort of validation you want from me. I feel like I'm stuck in a loop of trying things that are inevitably going to fail, and I don't know how much of it is my fault for not being good enough at a monumentally difficult task. I'm used to being effortlessly good at things, but I feel like my brain is full of bees on this one. And can I deal with failure? I don't think I can. I'm not equipped for failure. My entire perception of myself is that I'm good at things. I'm gifted and talented and incredibly afraid that I'm gonna let people down at a vital moment. This is that vital moment. But I just sit here, paralyzed. And I rationally know that a lot of this pressure is just me being hard on myself. But Maddie and I, we tried this already, and we failed pretty badly. It was a disaster. I can't understate how badly it turned out. So, even with all the prep I'm doing, is this enough? Did we learn enough to do it properly? Numbers and formulas and hard science are good, but I can't shake this feeling that I'm gonna screw it up for everyone. I'm so afraid of letting Maddie down. That's heavy as shit, mate. You reckon? Fully, yeah. I don't know what to say to that except I don't think Maddie would ever feel let down by you. I know I've only been here for like 2 days, but her and Chase seem to really care about you, and I'm sure that extends to accepting you for who you are, limitations and all. Though honestly, I think you give off a pretty strong vibe of not giving a shit about your limitations, or that you indiscriminately power through them with some sort of raw, caffeine-fueled fury. Anyway, you're immensely powerful, and I'm terrified of you. Fair enough. I was never really super smart or gifted or anything. I just floated through school and work, never focused on much except having a good time. I can definitely imagine the sort of pressure you'd have on you, though. Especially given with how big this task is. Yeah, so while I can't say for sure if this is gonna be easy, or even successful, I do think it's important that you work on giving yourself a break from the weight of your own expectations. But it's not that easy, I'm sure. My boyfriend is similar. He's very hard on himself when he feels like he's letting himself down. So, it doesn't go away? I don't think so. I think it just gets easier to deal with as you learn to be more empathetic to yourself. Self-forgiveness and all that. It definitely took him a good few years to even begin to be able to deal with his self-imposed shame. I guess I can try that. You can try that. Or you can continue to feel super bad about yourself all the time. I mean, when you put it like that, right? I hate how rational you sound. I know. I'm disgusted at myself. Sup, nerds? What's going on in this thread? What? You're suddenly in a good mood? I maybe ate some of your chocolate. Oh, I swear to God, if there isn't any left. Yes, we've been over this. You'll comprehensively murderize me. Don't worry, I only ate a little bit. Excellent! Is this enchanted chocolate or just normal chocolate? Does he deserve to know? I don't know. I kind of like the mystery. It's completely normal chocolate, isn't it? Maybe. Maybe not. Can I have some then? Come on, you owe me. For what? Helping you set up all of this. Oh yeah, that's fair. This is totally normal chocolate. Yeah? Did you expect it to be not that? Well, you implied. We never implied. You came up with that all on your own. Damn it. Alright, I'm bored. Later, dorks. Don't you run off on me, miss. This Magikarp bank isn't even half done. I'll do it later. For now, I'm gonna go take a nap under the table. If anyone disturbs me... Come on. You'll be happy? Confused? Ticklish? Extra hungry? I will mention me in your diary? I will exact terrible revenge on you both later. Geez, that phrase definitely doesn't start with an M. Bye. Oh God. That's what she meant. I'm not being too hard on her, am I? You? Nah, she thinks you're great. Good. I could probably stand to give her a break, though. I mean, I'm expecting a lot from her right now. She does seem a little overloaded. Fuck. But she'd tell me if things are too much, right? I don't know. Seems like she idolizes you. I reckon she'd pretty happily burn herself out for you, you know? I just need her for the next 4 or 5 hours. Then everything will be okay. Is that when you're planning on performing the ritual? This thing? Yeah. What's it for, anyway? Conduit ritual. Super forbidden magic. Oh, cool. You're actually cool with this, or...? Not hugely, actually. Why is that? Well, you know, I was talking to Ned earlier and... Actually, don't worry about it. It's fine, I don't care. What's it do? You know how I took a couple hours from you down here? Vividly? This is just a bigger scale version of that spell. Higher capacity. Who are you taking the hours from? Nobody. Don't worry, bud. You're at a deficit already. I can't touch you. Right, okay. So even if you're lying right now, shouldn't you have taken enough to pay off your debt multiple times at this point? The hours weren't for that. The hell did you do with them then? Where'd they go? For our research, we used the following materials. Wire of copper, heavily drawn. Jasmine chalk, not Dover. Sustained electrical supply of at least 20 volts. Car battery. Capacitors composed of blank. Need better durability. However, we believe extra components are required. Our conduit's properties varied with the layout of our summoning circle, and despite the departure of the test subject during the trials, we were able to ascertain a number of efficiency-orientated refinements. Blank, as well as the absolute necessity of a living non-sentient vessel to act as a so-called storage container. More testing is required, though obtaining a willing subject for future methodology evaluations without attracting the attention of the council will be difficult, to say the least. I stored them. In the tree? All those hours are in this tree. Oh, okay. Why, though? I've been doing a lot of reading and not really interacting because I'm kind of engrossed in the story, so that will have to forgive me, but I just want to know what happens next. No, that's the end of the episode. Fuck! I miss eating. Why? What was your diet like? I remember sushi. Sushi? I thought you said you were a crab. What? You think crabs aren't dexterous enough to make sushi? Unquestionably. Yes. What is this? Sushi. It's delicious, is what it is. Rice and fish and seaweed. Humans eat it, and crabs. I just don't know where the crab would find the rice, or a way to make good sushi. I also ate garbage. Yes, I also ate garbage on occasion. Unbelievable, you two. Unbelievable. Garbage is good for the soul. Garbage is garbage. It's in the name. What did you eat when you were alive then? Grass. Just normal grass. Boring. And tree roots, sometimes. There are true roots here? Yes? Yeah, there are. Why don't you chomp on them then? Well, I'm not hungry. We don't eat. And also, more importantly, they are powerfully magical. Maddie needs them. If we damage things that Maddie needs, then Ashley will be disappointed in us. A suboptimal state of affairs. I can feel the power in them too. However, I do not feel compelled to chomp on them. What a strange thought. Love to chomp. Chomp sushi. Chomp sandwiches. Chomp garbage. You're so weird. I think Boxy was a cow in his previous life, or something. Maybe a sheep. I'd like to thank everyone so much for watching, and I hope thou enjoyed this episode. If thou did, please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I shall see thou in the next episode. Farewell for now.